What is going on, everybody? Peter from Forexfunded coming at you guys with a little bit of a trade breakdown and a gold analysis for Asian, London, New York up until FOMC, right? Because FOMC is going to be a little bit tricky. We'll get into that in a little while. And as always, we'll be live for the FOMC press conference. So I highly suggest you to, set a reminder on your phone, set an alarm. It's at 2 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So, we'd love to have you guys here on our live. Now, we're going to start with this little trade breakdown of this sell that we had this morning in New York session. Okay, so starting on a 15-minute, the first thing that I saw was we were coming and breaking. We were coming towards this prior daily low, and we were forming a nice support at it. However, if you really digest this whole entire from here to here, right? You're in a minor downtrend, and as soon as you start to see this sideways, you should just take it as consolidation, right? So and look, I mean, you go to like the 4 hour, what's been happening. We've been major bullish, so we knew it was time for some pullback. We came perfectly to our level, our 2000 level that we were aiming for, and so we were already looking for a little bit of a pullback and some sells. So getting back to that 15-minute, when you see that bit of consolidation prior to New York Open, right? New York Open right here at 8, you can look for an easy buy or sell based off of the break of consolidation. So what I mean by that is, if you have this, oh my goodness, what am I doing? You have this area right here, which obviously is your resistance. And then you have this area, which is your support. So basically what you can do is you can look for a break of either direction, a quick retest, and a sell. And that's exactly what we had, right? Now I'm going to give you guys a few quick little tips on how you can easily trade this and know when it's about to come, right? So for me, what I look for is I look for a body to engulf the wicks, right? You've probably heard that before. And on this 15-minute chart, here is your body, which engulfed this wick and almost all of this wick, right? And that's right at that 8 o'clock open, showing that New York would probably like to sell, right? This candle right here, and then, you can do a few things, right? You can go from this low. Okay, so from honestly this high to this low, and you can look for fib 38.61 on this particular trade. This small little thing, you'd probably be looking for 61, right? And you had that nice 61 pullback, and then just a further dump. So that is, something you should just be looking out for. You can go back and price and look for this kind of just consolidation, look for that big body, and then as soon as you have that close, you'll be able to sell it, right? You'll be able to sell this open. Your stop would always be above the prior highs right here. And then as you see, it's 69.35. We're always going to round up if we're selling down, if we're buying. So you put it at that 70 level. For us, I took and sent that trade based on the hour closing engulfing, the same exact principle, but I use the hour, right? And right at that 9 a.m. is when we got into our sells. Same thing. And we already had an area that we were targeting, which was, if you look over here on this daily, you have a couple things, right? You have the prior highs right here. I know some people think these are prior highs. Yes, they are. But when we're looking at the trend itself, I'm more concerned in this, right? And then you have a shorter term 38%. Actually, that'd be the long term from what I was describing to you guys. Let me look back exactly what I had sent the family. So that 4 hour right here. Yeah, so that long-term 38, and then from this pullback, I just wanted to get it correct for you guys. From this pullback to the highs, right? We have 61. They're matching up with each other. So that's shorter term little pullback. So that's why we was looking for that area as our TP. And you guys can see that's what we came and we smacked nicely. You know, we didn't touch that exact TP. We took partials. We have a runner left, you know, still a great, you know, 230 to 60 pip trade, depending on, you know, what area you got into right here. Now, what I'm going to be expecting for market open here in about 20 minutes until I'd say about an hour to FOMC, possibly 2 hours before FOMC tomorrow, is I personally am going to be expecting a pullback, right? A pullback to, you know, this trend line touch would be nice. But what you can really do is you can put a fib from there to here, right? That prior high to your lows, and you can look for a few things, right? Not even looking at the fib, right? We broke past our 1950 key level, which means a key level retest would be perfect. Implement that $10 rule. You got 1945 to 1955. Looking at fib, you got a nice 38 at 1954. All right, going down to that 15-minute time frame so we can look at, you know, kind of what happened last time. You had a nice sizable bearish trend, not even trend, but just bearish pullback. You know, after that, you had a nice pullback, right? I believe it's right around $18. Yeah, $18, $19. So a sizable, a similar size move could be expected if we were to get this pullback, right? So it would be $18. $18 would be right there at 1953, 1954. Matching up, there's three confirmations right there that that would be a level we would like to, one, take profit, and two, possibly look for some sells, right? I say possibly because depending on if this buy happens and how long it may take, you know, if it happens and if it takes up until New York, right, you're not necessarily going to want to hop into a fresh sell or a fresh trade in general until you have that news, because more than likely the big financial traders, financial institution traders, the banks, the hedge funds, they're going to be waiting for that news. So not the best thing to try and get into a fresh trade prior to that. Kind of wait for it. Now, how can you possibly get an entry, right? If you're a member of one of the best forex trading communities in the world, the Forexfunded family, you're gonna get our specific entries. But if you're not, if you're watching us from YouTube, from our free Telegram, links in the bio description, what you can look for is similar to what we had over here, right? Me personally, two areas I'm looking for. One, we have this nice fresh hourly buy level, right? Buy zone, as I like to call it, right down here. And it's in the same purple break and retest box that we have. So the first thing I'd be looking for a buy is a pullback towards there. I'd really want us to close back above that line and then push to the upside. Now, even if you don't come here, or if you do, what you can also look for is similar to here. Look for some consolidation here, just in this general area where you have wicks to the upside and to the downside. And you could look for that same engulfing candle on whatever time frame you choose, whether it be 15, an hour, 30 minutes. Look for that engulfing candle and then next open, buy it with the stops below the previous low if you're looking to buy. Now, vice versa, if you were to have that consolidation form right here, but then you saw a sharp breakdown, you could do the same kind of thing with the engulfing. Look to sell it, same area, you know, based off of current price. You know, if we didn't have any higher, you'd use this 41 as a stop, right? And then you look to sell it to your next level, which we have marked up 1920, you know. So that's just a little analysis for what I'm expecting. Me personally, and getting into this fundamental news, I'm expecting us to have bullish pullback from this level that we've previously determined for a couple reasons. One, you know, it's in line with what trend's been doing. Two, at face value, you know, face value, tomorrow when we have an interest rate hike, if it does come in at 5 or higher, a hike and higher than expected, or not higher than expected, but higher than the previous, that should be bullish at face value for the US dollar. Everyone should know by now, if you're trading gold, that a bullish dollar equals a bearish gold. So at face value, if that is what we have, you'd be more likely to see a sell off on gold. So thinking as an institution would, if they're going to want their best possible price, so if they're able to push price up towards key level in Asian and London, and then start getting in some sells here, you could expect something maybe like this. And then with news, either a straight drop, or you're probably going to have a consolidation pattern formed where you'll come and grab some liquidity, or you could, say you did have the buy we want, and then further, sorry about that, and further lows, you could come and pop the top, and then it'll come down. Right now, as I said, it really comes down to in the moment. So catch us on the live tomorrow. We'd love to have you guys here, and we hope you learned something new, and we hope to see you on board soon. Peace.